boys and girls. Mrs. Hallman here with your daily announcements. Today is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Today it looks like it's going to be a little bit warmer and nice and sunny. Today is our last day before winter break, so we hope you have a great day of learning, boys and girls, and enjoy your vacation. We will not be back in school until Monday, January 4th, and we will have a week of remote instruction before we begin back with students on January 11th. I want to have a minute to make a correction to yesterday's birthdays. Mrs. Hallman was looking at January and not December. I apologize. So Tobias Smith from yesterday, his birthday is actually on January 21st, not December. So yesterday I missed Willow Davis, who is also in preschool. But I've got quite a few birthdays to read to you, boys and girls, because we have a lot of birthdays happening over break, and I don't want to leave anyone out. So bear with me here. Today, Kayla Mondelas in Miss Weldon's class. Kayla turned 6 years old today. Happy birthday, Kayla. As well as Ava Passwaters in Miss Arias's class. Happy birthday, girls. On Christmas Eve, we have Daniel Sierra in Miss Wilkins' class, and that's a preschool student. Happy birthday, Daniel. On the 27th, we have D'Angelo Mason. Happy birthday, D'Angelo. Mrs. Allen's class. We have 2 birthdays on the 28th. They're in Tack and Sarabia's immersion classes. Judah Martin and Caden McLeod. Happy birthday, guys. On the 29th, we also have 2 birthdays. We have Rebecca Larimore from Miss Besal's class, and we have Adriana Teague from Mrs. Roach's class. Happy birthday, girls. On the 30th, we have Maria Geronimo in Mrs. Layton's class. On the 31st, we have 4 birthdays. So that's New Year's Eve, boys and girls, and there are 4 students to celebrate that day. We have Logan Dapius, Mrs. Roach's class, Brighton Lunsford from Mrs. Weldon's class, Jackson Miller from Miss Zobel's class, and Finnegan Osmundson, and that is also from Mrs. Weldon's class. So Mrs. Weldon has 2 birthdays to celebrate that day. On New Year's Day, we have Hendrick Smith, January 1st, New Year's baby. Happy birthday, Hendricks. That's in Mrs. Hill's class. And on the 2nd, we have another from Mrs. Hill's class, Bryson Annis. Happy birthday, Bryson. We have Ethan Tracy and Kennedy Zook as well. Ethan is in Miss Allen's class, and Kennedy is in Miss Besal's class. They are also January 2nd. And I think that catches us up to date, and we will have a birthday on the 4th. Wow, boys and girls, that was a lot. But I hope you have a fantastic break, and all of you have wonderful birthdays this year. We are going to listen to Mr. Long singing The Night Before Christmas. But before we do that, we're going to recite our school rules for one last time this year. Please repeat after me. I promise to A. Act safely. B. Be a friend. C. Choose manners. And D. Do my best. Merry Christmas, boys and girls. We hope you have a fantastic holiday. Enjoy the story.
It was The Night Before Christmas by Clement Moore, illustrated by Sophia Sita. This is the classic Christmas poem with illustrations from the animal's point of view. There was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew it like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wandering eyes would appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder, on Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in the twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowlful of jelly. He was chubby and plump, right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eyes and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." The end.